have wonderful segments for you.
And we can't wait for you to see them. Good afternoon, I'm Jack Norcross.
And I'm Hannah Studen.
And you're watching Prime Time and Tower Time.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your anchors, Jack Norcross and Hannah Studen.
I'm so excited for the weekend.
Me too. I wonder what the weather's going to be like this weekend. Hello, Maria.
Hi. Good to see you too.
You too. So what's the weather going to be like this weekend?
Well, let's take a look.
Well, HMS, this weekend's weather has definitely improved from the rainfall we've seen earlier. Although the temperatures don't have a dramatic change, at least we'll be free from the rain. Saturday and Sunday will remain partly cloudy and hover in the 60s and 40s. Nothing too exciting until Sunday night. Around this time we'll expect some showers, but the storms will subdue by Monday morning, and the rest of the week will continue to bring plenty of sunshine. Back to you.
Thanks, Maria.
Well, it's time for our top voted segment, Student Spotlight.
Now let's go to AJ and Birdie for another edition.
When my sister fell down the steps.
It was alright. When I met Maddie Joseph. Mine is when Emma was just a little baby and her mom left her with my mom.
My first step.
When Ellen and Maddie made me make funny faces. My favorite childhood memory is when me and my best friend chased a cat toy around.
Okay, so one time when I was little, there was this girl who used to make fun of me in my kindergarten class, and she kept making fun of me at recess, and then one day I just punched her in the face, and it was awesome.
My favorite memory is when I met Ferdy.
My favorite childhood memory is when I learned how to ride my bike and I fell in a bush.
Thanks, guys.
Wow, those were some pretty funny memories. Hey, Hannah, what are your plans for this weekend?
Well, I'm going to Bar Mitzvah this weekend.
That's fun.
This week in theater history, a great actor, writer, and director was born. Now let's go to Robin McGrath, who has the answer to this question.
Hi, I'm Robin McGrath, and I'm here for this week's theater update. Today I'm here to update a very famous person in the world of theater of his birthday, which was on April 23rd, 1564. Can you guess? If you guessed William Shakespeare, you were correct. This week on April 23rd, William Shakespeare was born. He also died on April 23rd, 1616. Quite tragic that he died on his supposed birthday. I say supposed because we're not completely sure that it was his birthday on April 23rd. We have no proof. However, we do have proof that he was born on April 26th on 1564. And back then, you were baptized 3 days after you were born. That way, we can pretty much infer that he was born on April 23rd. Some fun facts about Shakespeare is that he's written 37 5-act full-length plays, each of which are in the genres of romance, comedy, mystery, and tragedy. He's also written more than 115 14-line sonnets, which are basically rhyming couplets. So right now, I have been asked to perform a soliloquy on the stages of life by William Shakespeare. It's taken from the play As You Like It. This is in the romance genre. You may have heard it. Yeah. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women are merely players. They have their exits and entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts, his acts being 7 ages. At first the infant, mewling and puking in the nurse's arms, then the whining schoolboy, with his satchel and shining morning face, creeping like a snail unwillingly to school, and then the lover, sighing like furnace, with a woeful ballad made to his mistress's eyebrow. Then a soldier, full of strange oaths and bearded like the pard, jealous in honor, sudden and quick in quarrel, seeking the bubble reputation even in the cannon's mouth. And then the justice, in fair round belly with good capron lined with eye severe and beard a formal cut, full of wise saws and modern instances, and so he plays his part. The sixth age shifts into lean and slippered pantaloon, with spectacles on nose and pouch on side. His youthful hose well saved, a world too wide for a shrunk shank, and his big, manly voice turning again toward childish treble. Pipes and whistles in his sound. Last scene of all that ends this strange, eventful history is second childishness and more oblivion. Sans teeth, sans eyes, sans taste, sans everything. A few plays that you might have heard from Shakespeare are in the tragedy category: Romeo and Juliet, Antony and Cleopatra, Macbeth, Hamlet. In the histories are The Life and Death of King John, The Tragedy of King Richard III and II. In the romances are Two Gentlemen of Verona, The Merchant of Venice, The Winter's Tale, The Tempest, Labour's Love. And in the comedies, A Midsummer Night's Dream, All's Well That Ends Well, As You Like It, The Taming of the Shrew. You might have heard these before. Also, on May 18th after school, you are all invited to a dress rehearsal of The Wizard of Oz if you can't make it to the 19th and 20 shows. Also, on May 18th, you are all invited to a dress rehearsal of The Wizard of Oz. This will be just like the play, only it's right after school for $1. So you should come if you can't make it to the 19th and 20th show. Thank you, and now back to Anchors.
Speaking of William Shakespeare and theater, let's go to Mark with Broadway Trivia.
Hello HMS, it's me again, Mark, with another Broadway Trivia. Now, last week's Broadway Trivia could have been a little hard for some of you, but at the same time, it could have been a lot easy for a lot of you. Now, only a few of you, and I'm just going to say a few of you, guessed the right answer to primetime 1 power time at hotmail.com. And now, the correct answer from last week's Broadway Trivia is... Every time I see that scene, it just gives me the giggles. Alright, now, the winner of last week's Broadway Trivia was none other than HMS's Dylan Cudahy. Congratulations, Dylan. You will be receiving a free treat from Mr. Pafumi. Now, this week's Broadway Trivia goes back to a Broadway play and musical. Now, I'll give you the scenario, but you're going to have to guess the answer. Now, here it is. This is the musical of a defaced man who lives beneath the Opera House in Paris. Now, if you have the answer right, you email it to primetime1powertime@hotmail.com, and you will receive a free treat from Mr. Bafumi. I'll say it again so you know the answer and you know where to send it. Primetime1powertime@hotmail.com. Well, that's it for this Broadway Trivia. Tune in next week.
Thanks, Mark.
Thanks for watching
Prime Time at Power Time. Remember to go on www.youtube.com/PrimetimePowerTime for this episode and more.
and have a great weekend.